So we actually see in the beginning of the episode of a girl named Jiao Min, who's actually the narrator of the story, which she informs the viewers that the story actually moved 20,000 years into the future, in which we headed back to our story of the present right now, where we actually see Shiki and Rebecca and Happy met up with Weiss Steiner, who's actually younger than his previous self, which we see that he is actually from 50 years ago, in which they actually knew that they're actually are held gunpoint, which he thinks they are members of Saber, which they don't know who he is until Shiki actually saw through the goggles that someone is upstairs. So he actually used his ether gear and used a new attack, Gravity Cinder, to create a hole in the ceiling, gave the chance for Weiss to escape. So now we actually see how all this actually kind of sink in for them, because they saw the news that actually happened 50 years ago. So they actually knew everything is actually wrong, because the year they were actually in was 492, but the year 50 years ago was 442. So they actually are in the future, in the past, in which they actually have some theories of how Weiss became his younger self, which Happy thought that he might have taken a age reversal drug that actually reversed his aging process, which that might be a good theory, but it wasn't that. So they actually knew what was going to happen, because they think they travel into the past, until they actually was confronted by the gang led by Saber, as Weiss actually mentioned. So they actually escape while using Shiki's gravity ether gear as they head towards the hideout, when Saber actually catch up with them. So Shiki used his gravity to push him back. So now we knew what all this is all about. So we're going to see how they're going to escape, which they actually went to a bar where Shiki is freaked out about how there's so many aliens in the bar. Now we're going to see how they are going to find a way to find Weiss, which he actually still carrying the briefcase, thought that it was his money inside, but we knew how they've encountered him again, which he actually still carrying the case, which Shiki have stole it as well, but his ether gear was shut down, as well as Happy, which they actually saw that it was a android, which she revealed herself as the anti-machine android, which she called herself Pino, or she would prefer call Pino instead, in which she actually met them, but she doesn't know them as well, which she actually became Shiki's friend, which she doesn't have any memories of that. But she does actually hear Saber's name when Weiss actually mentioned it, in which she actually was scared when she actually left, saying that it was her master. Until Weiss actually left to find Pino, we actually see how the others saw that Shiki has the B-Cube, revealing a video of what actually happened. So we knew what all this actually means when we see Pino actually been tortured by Saber, forcing her to dance and remove her leg. That's why she actually has a screw for a leg, which means that she was forced to delete her memories, which infuriates Shiki as well, which they decided to rescue her when they actually found more clues in the briefcase. So we're going to see how they go rescue her as well. So we actually see how Pino actually appeared, as well as the theories of how Weiss became his younger self. But we actually see Saber in his debut as well. So we're going to see the rescue part actually happen on the next episode on the next video. So anyway, like this video, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about the episode. You guys can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and my Facebook page. Until then, this is Anime Guy Duran here saying sign out. Laters, and be safe.